What's going on, everyone? New World Order Survival Guy. Today, I want to talk about flashlights for EDC, bug out bag, carry in your car, whatever. Now, flashlights, everybody needs flashlights for their survival pack. Actually, to be honest, you need more than one. You need like 2 or 3. Flashlights came a long way over the years. So, what kind of flashlight do you need? Well, LED flashlights are the thing today. They're bright, they use less battery consumption, whether it's rechargeable or straight physical batteries. There's different kinds of batteries and stuff like that. I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to get into basically the type of flashlights that you would need. Now, they do have them little flashlights that a lot of preppers and shit use and carry inside their packs. I really don't like those. That's why I don't have any of those. Like I mentioned on previous shows before, the smallest flashlight basically I will have is something like this. One of these kinds. I'm not going to sit there and flat because the brightness of these are not really doing any justice. And also, a lot of the luminas that the flashlight companies claim are not doing it justice because a lot of them are lying. So, basically, you just need a good metal flashlight. Look on Amazon and stuff like that, and look at the reviews, and that'll really give you the best determination of what to buy for flashlights. You do not need to spend $800, $500, $400, $300 for a flashlight. I mean, come on, it's a freaking flashlight. You got flashlights that take the batteries and stuff like that. I have some of those, and this is one of them. I like flashlights that you can recharge, so you can use. I have a better battery pack than this, but these little packs that can recharge it, or a little solar fold-up panel thing that I have over there. Plug it in it. They charge these pretty quick. That's what I like. I like to use the rechargeable ones. This is, well, let's see. I'm not sure how luminous this is, but this is a XMLT6. Obviously, it has the light, the strobe, all of them pretty much have neck to neck the same type of stuff. There's a million different flashlights out there. Just try to keep away from China as much as possible. I know it's hard. Actually, they do have some pretty good ones. This one goes up to 2,000 luminas. So, standard. This one is a Lux Pro LP600 V2. Nothing special. It's just a little larger. These are all pretty much small. I would highly suggest something of this nature, whatever brand, whatever. Like I said, there's a million of them out there. They're pretty neck to neck. I just got this recently. It's called Coast. It came with two of these. Went camping this summer. Already lost one. So, but this is pretty bright. Good deal on these. I think it was like $30 for two or something like that. It has little glow in the dark or illuminated light on it. Here in a little bit, I'll show you my favorite all-time flashlight that I had for quite a few years, and I ain't seen nothing beat it yet. So I'll show you that here in a few. These flashlights are pretty cheap. You can see in these, they're the LEDs. So a long life for these batteries. This one as well, LED. The Lux Pro. I like this one. I mean, these are all pretty rugged. Then you have this gear light. LED. This one does not. This Coast, I bought this because it is rechargeable. Somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. Has this little thing right here. It's rechargeable. The USB cable, I think it's a USB-C cord or something like that. Or I get kind of confused with the B's and the C's and stuff like that. But that one's a rechargeable one. These other two little ones, I don't see. I've had this for freaking years. Not a rechargeable. This one is not rechargeable as well. So you got to stick batteries in it. So, but they were good. And the battery life will last a long time. Now, you have something like this. This is flashlight. This is pretty good. It's a cheapie. It's more better for camping and stuff like that. Then you can tripod it, squeeze these buttons in. It's plastic. These other ones are metal. So this is pretty good for camping. And it does have a high beam, low beam, and then a strobe. And then it also has a side light that you can use for like a little lantern. Battery life is pretty good for this one. This one is a rechargeable. I like this for camping. Obviously, you're not going to take it on your survival or put it in your survival bag, whatever. But this go different ways. You can also unscrew this. Someday. And carry it like this. So it's not too bad. Something that you do not want in your bug out bag, unlike these. Now, for a car carry, to carry in your car, but it's going to be a little bit too heavy for you to carry as far as the EDC. If you got to go far, this is an old school retro. This is I believe, a 6D cell Maglite, something like the cops used to carry. This one has a bulb. This one's not an LED. They do have the LEDs. Obviously, they've had it for quite a few years. I don't have any batteries in here because I don't use this thing. These come with an extra bulb in there. Yeah, you can't really see in there, but these were like top of the line flashlights back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. These are good for, with the batteries in it, or even without, a multi-purpose device. Good flashlight, good lighting on it, and it's an improvised weapon. It's kind of heavy. It'd be kind of heavy with all them D-cell batteries in there. Now, I believe this is a 6. It could be a 5, but I believe it is a 6 D-cell batteries. Rest it on your shoulder. Light it up. And you can beat somebody's ass with this thing. And it's going to be heavy and it's going to hurt. That's what the cops used it for. They used it not only as a light, but they used it as basically a baton also. And they've done it for many years. Now they resort to something of this nature, this size. Not this particular flashlight, but similar in size. But this could beat someone's ass with that heavy weight in there, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. So something to the notion of in your car. You have it in your car, on your door, your center console, something under your seat. You get pulled over, they search your car or something. You know, this is a flashlight. This is a flashlight. Unlike if you carry like a bat or something in your car, they're going to be like, hey, what's this for? You know, you got to have a freaking baseball, a glove, and all that shit. Just so they can't say it's a weapon. This is a flashlight. Period. So, and also an improvised weapon. Make sure you have the batteries in there. It's my flashlight. So, very good to have in your vehicle. Old school. Very heavy when filled with batteries. But good device. Next, headlamps. This is an old cheap one. Used to use this for work a long time ago. Little bulb in there. It's not LED, but it's a little bulb in there. It works and it does a job, but it's kind of obsolete. So I got these little better ones, new ones, some weeks ago. These are handy. I was kind of scratching my head about headlamps and stuff like that, but I carry one of these in my medical pack, and then I have an extra one. This one was a 2-for-1. I'm not sure exactly how much I paid for it. I think it was around $30 as well, or something like that for two. These are rechargeable. It does have recharging port right there. I like these. Hands free. You do what you gotta do. It has good lighting on it. Um, it has whatever this red light is. I don't know. Maybe low lighting for when you don't want to be seen that much, or whatever. And then it has oh, do I look like an alien? Oh no, I don't know what the hell that's for, but maybe signaling for help. I don't know. I know if you don't want to be seen, you don't want to have that on. Then you have this side, low, high, and then of course you have basically a dim light that you can look and see what you're doing. It's not really a flood. Then you have your adjuster right here. If you want to look right with doing something or something with your hands. So got two of these, very cheap. I know these can get hella expensive too. And I wasn't about to spend that kind of money on that. I bought a 2-pack, roughly around $30 or so. This brand is shit. Lipro, Lipro. So I got these off Amazon. They were good. They had excellent ratings. That's why I went and pulled the plug on these. Now, flashlights, you want more than one for your bug out bags and stuff like that. Because you never know what's going to happen. A lot of these are waterproof, if not all of them, except for maybe this one. I'm not even sure. But waterproof or water resistant at bare minimum. I suggest getting some of these clips. These clips, I don't know, they come with like 50 of them or something like that. These are kind of basically imitation night eyes, but they had good ratings and they work good. They had good springs on them. You can clip these to this and clip it to your pack. There's different, just clip them on you and have plenty of flashlight. At least two. You got to have at least two. Now, this Night Eyes mini lantern, not a flashlight, but I mentioned Night Eyes, so it's also rechargeable. This is a good little lantern. Not really for your bug out bag, but for camping, this is great. For your tent, for your vehicle. It's super light. So, I don't know. Maybe you want something like this. Maybe you need something like this and a bigger bug out bag. But it's a little too bulky for me. I use it for camping. Now, my favorite all-time flashlight that I've ever had is this. This is an iProtec. Has the finger grips right here. Definitely a rechargeable, a USB, and a USB Secord or whatever the hell that is. It's the round one, not the one with the flat. So this is a badass flashlight. It got a little bit of weight, but for what you get, it's awesome. This is rough. It was roughly about $100. I got it from Cabela's. I really love this thing. I don't know. It says like 10,000 RC. I don't know if that means lumas or whatever. Pro 10,000. This is an awesome flashlight. I will vouch for this. This is some sort of LED, but you see that dome looking thing on there? That thing does get hot. This is like the bright. You see flashlights advertised, and it shows it lighting up a whole like huge area. And then when you buy the flashlight, it's a piece of shit. This flashlight right here will light up a damn neighborhood. I mean, I am dead serious. I vouch for this flashlight. I've had this for years, probably I don't know, 4 years or so. It has an illuminated thing. You turn this off, and that glows in the dark for quite a while until it fades out. This is an awesome flashlight, man. This is my all-time favorite. I don't know if this is the model brand IP67. You want a badass flashlight? Get this iProtect or Protect. I got it for at Cabela's, but I haven't found it. I live right down the street from a Cabela's, so every time I go in there, I haven't seen it. So you might be able to find it online or Cabela's website or something. This has a rechargeable battery. Look at this thing. Big old rechargeable battery. I guess it feels like there's maybe 3 in there and this wrapping, but this is a damn good flashlight, man. Like I said, I bought it a few years ago and it works just as strong, just as good as it did the first day I bought it. And I use it a lot. So very good flashlight. My all-time favorite. I've had dozens and dozens and dozens of flashlights over the years. By far, my favorite. All metal. If you need to, you could whack somebody upside the head with this. I don't know. I've never done it, but I don't know how to react to impact or nothing, but it seems well built. I've dropped it, thrown it around. I mean, it's good, man. This is a good solid flashlight. So I know there's millions of other kind of flashlights out there. There's all different. There's real expensive kind and high ratings and stuff like that. I look for ratings in people's testimony on how bright these things are, how they function, battery life, and stuff like that. That's what I look for when looking for a flashlight. Except for this one. This one's strictly a decoy for a flashlight to whoop somebody's ass if necessary. you know, so something like this is very good. So that's my little take on flashlights. Like I said, they're always coming out with new types of flashlights, and you kind of, when you come out with new flashlights, you got to kind of like step up your game at least somewhat. So they either lie to you, which most of them do now. They come out with these Chinese knockoffs and stuff like that, or these Chinese flashlights, and they claim, oh, 1,000,000,000 luminas, and then it's no brighter than this. I mean, it gets kind of sickening, and then you start to not trust anyone, any company, and stuff like that. That's why you got to go to more reputable companies, or I mean, you have new companies that come out that put stuff for a little bit cheaper. That's why you got to read the reviews. I could give my testimony on this one, definitely. And all these little ones are great, and that's all you really need is these type. Don't get no plastic ones because they'll break, they'll crack, and they're not protecting the vital inner parts in the inside. So, and plus a lot of the metal ones will have the gaskets in here. Look for the ones that are waterproof, because moisture, if they're not waterproof, moisture will just get in even through the air, and they'll start rushing out your insides. And so highly suggest headlamps. Definitely. Like I said, I have one in my medical pack, and then I keep one in my survival pack. This is kind of a little heavy, a couple pounds or whatever, but I trust this one. I actually keep this one in my car. I don't keep this in my car anymore, but depends where I'm going. If I'm going on a road trip or something like that, I'll keep this and this. Where I live, I really don't have to necessarily take this, and I have other things for protection if need be. But good flashlight for your EDC, everyday carry, like I showed in previous videos. Small flashlight, but not too small, like them little tiny ones. You want a flashlight to look where the hell you're going, not just to sit there and look inside your pack and where nobody can see you. These have dimmers, man. They got all kinds of flashlights. They be bright, medium, dim, and then super dim, stuff like that. It's all in the description and the specific flashlight that you want. Flashlights are very important for survival. It really is. So that's basically all I wanted to go over with you on these lights. You have any specific type of flashlight or light device, such as a headlamp or something? Drop it in the description or the comments below and let us know which one is your favorite, especially for a budget type of light. So please like, share, and subscribe. New World Order Survival Guy. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next one.